COG and Housel Rocket Productions proudly present The Pitch, your local sports show that covers all the local sports and a little bit more. With your hosts, Russ Ocker and Chad Lee Koestner. And now, here's The Pitch.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pitch Morning Show on COG Centerville. It is the spring premiere tonight. We're back after 3 weeks off in between seasons, and tonight we have a very, very busy show. There's talk of girls basketball, boys golf, girls basketball. So we can't get them all on one show, really. We've got 8 different spring sports when you talk boys and girls. It'll be a busy spring, and we'll get all the coaches out here at one point or another and bring you up to date on what's going on with all their seasons. But it's just really, guys, nice to be saying the word spring more than anything. Yeah, most definitely. Josh is down there working on the baseball field. The spring training's up and going. We got March Madness. We got all sorts of stuff. So, spring is officially spring. Yeah, it is officially spring, and it's other than tomorrow. It can't snow tomorrow, but whatever. The calendar says. Other than that, it has been kind of spring-like. So, well, I am Russ Ocker, along with me as always, Hall of Famer Chad Lee Koestner and Josh Bryce. Josh, I tell you what, got some exciting things going on out here at Hy-Vee. It's been a while since we've been on with the pitch, and you guys are going to town, and it's like a turkey day out here or something, right? Well, yeah, I guess you could call it that. If you will get a free honeysuckle white frozen turkey breast with the purchase of a Cure 81 spiral sliced half ham. So Easter's right around the corner, so who doesn't want a free turkey breast? And you're going to have the ham for Easter dinner coming up here pretty soon. All right, and tell us all the other things going on out here. Well, tonight is Wednesday night, so we have our hot and ready pizza deal. You can get a pepperoni or cheese pizza and a 2-liter pop, hot and ready to go for you for just $8.99. Call in 856-3277 and talk to the kitchen. They can have it ready for you in about 15 minutes. And then don't forget, on Friday, we have our meat sale Fridays. For every $50 you spend, or every $25 you spend in the meat department, you can earn 50 cents a gallon on your fuel saver card. So if you spend $50, you get $1 fuel saver, and so on. Say that again. That's pretty impressive. Meat sale Fridays. For every $25 you spend in our whole meat department, anything in our meat department, you can earn 50 cents a gallon on your fuel saver card. Outstanding. All of that right out here at Hy-Vee. Now, how long before we start firing the grill up and stuff like that outside? Well, I would imagine it would be soon if it weren't for the chance of snow tomorrow. But I would imagine they're probably pretty quick. We still got the smoker going every week, and hopefully we can get some good weather coming. We get the grill out on the weekend. All right, I want to thank all of our fine sponsors who make the show possible. J&L Flooring, Hershey Roofing and Painting, The Preserve, Thomas Funeral Home, Chico Construction, Northside Insurance, Jim Ireland Menswear, Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop, Cook Insurance, Arcade Auto Body, Inley Dental, the Daily Iowegian, Power Insurance with our Hall of Fame Challenge, and our presenting sponsor, Hy-Vee. We'll grab a break. We'll come back. Plenty more to talk about here on the pitch. Spring premiere.
Since 1961, Hershey Roofing and Painting has been the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri for quality craftsmanship at a fair and honest wage. Hershey Roofing and Painting, third generation owned and operated, family ran with family pride. Call 641-895-5082. That's 641-895-5082. Hershey Roofing and Painting, the name you know, the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri. Call 641-895-5082. Hershey Roofing and Painting. Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl, or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, presented by your local Hy-Vee store. It's our spring premiere, and it is time to look at our Ocker Realty first pitch. First pitch brought to you by Ocker Realty in Centerville, 315 North 10th. Check us on online at OckerRealty.com. Call us at 641-437-0500. A couple of things. We have a football coach in place since last we talked. The new old coach, I guess you would say, Coach Chuck Evans, returns as the head coach of the Centerville Big Red football team. And guys, I know we all I think this is a good thing. I think Chuck, obviously the credentials are there, and I'm for one, I'm glad to see Chuck back in action. Any number of people that had applied, a number of good candidates. I think we could have been happy with any number of them, but certainly good to see Coach back and look forward to visiting with him again next year on the pitch.
Yeah, most definitely. Like you said, there was a lot of good applicants, and I think the committee did their due diligence and came up with the best candidate possible for the job. So congratulations to Coach Evans for being our, as you said, new coach, however you want to say it.
Josh said maybe we were calling the new coach, start calling him Charles Evans. I don't know if that's his real name.
I don't know, but I mean, it would sound newer, I guess.
And will you be back on the big board next year? Then you're kind of the big board guy, right?
I guess. I don't know. I assume so. I mean, that's kind of at the athletic director's discretion, I suppose. I wouldn't mind it. They were good seats to stay nice and warm. Those cold fall nights, go down there and watch football games. And so, yeah, I hope so.
All right. Well, let's have you shift gears and talk to us about Little League Baseball, because that season's going to be coming up. You guys are getting the field ready. You've had the draft, correct?
Yes. And we had the draft last week, so all the teams are in place. I don't know if any of you have been down by there. We got the McCann crew down there. They're putting in our irrigation system finally. So that's exciting. We were kind of walking the field yesterday, and it looks like we need to bail that thing. It's pretty thick. So we're pretty excited about it. We have our coaches meeting tomorrow, and then probably practice will be starting next week. And our first week of games for Little League is the 24th, I believe, and I think the 29th is our opening ceremonies down there. So it's coming up pretty quick.
And how many total teams did we end up with?
Between minor league and Little League, with all of our surrounding towns, we have 18 teams. So we have an 18 Little League and a 10-team minor league this year. So we're pretty excited.
Josh is serving as the player this year, also on the board. So, and opening ceremonies, especially when you get a nice evening, is always a lot of fun. You plan to have the home run derby and all that fun stuff.
We haven't really talked about it. I hope so. It's always fun to go out there and have the home run derby and announce all the players and have the pictures taken, kind of everything. We just hope for nice weather. We've had a couple.
We will be going in the box. Braden Lechtenberg is scheduled to be here tonight as our in the box segment. And tonight we will be talking to Coach Mike Carney about boys golf, Coach Matt Kovacevich girls golf. One of the girls track coaches will be here for sure. And we are going to talk some boys track as well. We're up in the air as to who's going to be coming on now to talk about that, but we're working on that to talk about some boys track as well. So we've got a busy night here on the Pitch Sports Show. It's our spring premiere. Good to be back on the pitch and good to be talking about spring sports. As better weather is, we've had some pretty good days. It's going to dip down on us a little bit tomorrow, but we hope that doesn't last long. We're back on the pitch right after this.
The Preserve on Rathbun Lake is Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course, but they're a whole lot more than that. They also feature the area's only full-service pro shop. Stop in and check out the latest in golf equipment or see what they have for golf apparel. You can also get gift certificates or punch cards for rounds of golf. The Pro Shop at the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you to stop out today. 724-1400. That's 724-1400. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular... Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
We're talking local sports and a little bit more on Hy-Vee's pitch. Well, guys, of course, this is a great time of the year for basketball, March Madness, and there's certainly been some madness. I think the UNI thing's been talked about plenty, but let's talk about who you guys like now going forward. Chad Lee, who do you got as the team to beat? Maybe a couple of teams you like.
My two, right now, I think the two best teams that are playing the best are probably Kansas and North Carolina. North Carolina kind of walked through the first two rounds as Kansas, so and we got to see Kansas firsthand up in Des Moines. I know you guys were up there. I was there too for that one.
So that was fun to watch. They just kind of took care of business and went out and you don't want to say ho-hummed it, but they did ho-hum it up to about, they were up 20 at one point in time on UConn and just kind of dismantled them. So I would say those are probably my two teams right now that I would see in the finals.
Josh? Well, I had Michigan State going all the way, and obviously that got busted pretty quick.
But a lot of people
but I mean, Kansas is they're so strong. I just don't know. But Duke is playing good basketball right now. Notre Dame is scrappy and kind of scary. I don't know that I want to meet them, and you never know what Iowa State team's going to show up. I really think it'll be a really good Sweet 16 on. I think it's going to be very competitive basketball. I don't think there's going to be any huge blowouts or anything like that, but I would have to say that my pick would be Kansas right now. I don't see anybody playing better basketball than them.
Yeah, I think your Kansas and North Carolina are probably the two clear-cut favorites right now, but I don't think it's overwhelming by any stretch of the imagination. I wouldn't be surprised to see Gonzaga in the Final Four.
Right.
Well, they're playing out of that bottom. I think they had 28 wins on the regular season, so they're a pretty good basketball team. And you can don't sleep on Syracuse.
Right.
Maybe they never know. But I will say that you had to get your Baze in there. Many times Syracuse teams are notorious for two things. They're notorious for underachieving and they're notorious for overachieving. He's had a number of years when he had teams that should have done better than they did, and then all of a sudden he'll have some mediocre teams get in the tournament and make it to the Final Four. So, but I think Kansas and North Carolina are definitely the two teams that I would say are the favorites. Ted Lee, let's talk some national news here. Let's see what you got.
Sure. Well, actually I do on the back. That's on the back page.
All right, good.
Well, we are going to start off with the NCAA basketball tournament. We are to the Sweet 16 in the West region. That's going to be played in Anaheim, California. Those games start on Thursday at 6:37. Don't miss it, 6:37. I already did the math for you, so that is Central Standard Time. All right, for you.
Appreciate you.
Number 3 seed A&M is taking on the number 2 seed Oklahoma, and then at 9:07, the number 4 seed Duke is taking on the number 1 seed Oregon. In the South region, that one's being played in Louisville, Kentucky. Those games are also on Thursday. We have a number 3 seed in Miami versus number 2 Villanova. And then at 8:40, we have number 5 Maryland against the number 1 seeded Kansas Jayhawks. In the Midwest region, being played in Chicago on Friday at 6:10, number 4 Iowa State is taking on number 1 Virginia. And then at 8:40, number 11 Gonzaga is taking on Russ's number 10 seeded Syracuse. In the
In the East region, that one's being played in Philadelphia on Friday at 6:27. The number 7 seed Wisconsin is taking on the number 6 seed Notre Dame. And then at 8:57, number 5 Indiana is taking on the number 1 seed North Carolina. The Final Four is set for Saturday, April 2nd at NRG Stadium in Houston. And then the finals will be on April 4th, which is a Monday. The breakdown with the teams left in the tournament, the SEC has 1, Pac-10 1, West Coast 1, Big East 1, Big 10 3, Big 12 3, and then the ACC running away with it with 6 teams in the Sweet 16. So that's kind of impressive. But there again, it is the biggest conference, I think, out there.
Right.
So
60 teams in the conference.
Right. Everybody not in the Big 10 and Big 12 and the Pac-10 is in the ACC. It seems like
some of the teams that were in the Big East, the Big East.
The Big East, yeah, which actually, yeah, because you would have Syracuse is one of those that switched over.
It seems so weird to think of Syracuse.
Notre Dame, another Big East team that switched over to the ACC. So, yeah, you got a few of them there. So, the NFL draft for 2016, it starts Thursday, April 28th at 7 p.m. That's at Chicago's Auditorium Theater. So I'm giving you a little heads up here, Russ. You jumped me last year for not knowing that it was in Chicago. The first 5 picks, you have the Titans, Browns, looking for a quarterback, the Chargers, Cowboys, and Jaguars. The NBA in the East, if the playoffs were to start today, there's only 25 games left, and they still won't get done until July sometime. So Cleveland is sitting in first. They're at 50-20. They have clinched their division, followed by Toronto, Miami, Atlanta, Boston, Charlotte, Indiana, and Chicago. And then in the West, Golden State, San Antonio, and Oklahoma City, they're the first 3 slots. They have also clinched their divisions. Golden State, obviously, they're sitting at 63-7, looking for that 72 win record to beat those. Well, they're looking for 73 wins to beat the Bulls.
I don't think they're going to have a problem. I think they have the 76ers twice in that stretch of their final game, so I don't think they're going to have a problem making that 76.
Yeah, so they're looking good. But they are followed by the LA Clippers, Memphis, Portland, Dallas, and Houston. And then in the NHL, right, there we go. You were wondering if the C's right now in the East, you have Washington, New York Rangers, Tampa Bay, Florida, Pittsburgh, Boston, New York Islanders, and then Philadelphia. And in the West, you have Dallas, St. Louis, L.A., Chicago, Anaheim, San Jose, Nashville, and Minnesota. So,
outstanding. All right.
Our Y director would be happy the
Minnesota
Wild is in the playoffs right now.
And our city manager, Pat,
I believe
running around town.
I believe there's like 9 games left in the NHL season.
And it will go on until June.
Yes, it will also go until June.
All right, Josh, let's talk Hy-Vee again. You got some great things going on out here. A big Easter Sunday coming up, but I know you got everything they need to take care of that.
You bet. We got all kinds of great stuff. We have Betty Crocker cake mixes, 10 for $10, and save 10 cents a gallon for the purchase of 10. Fresh jumbo cantaloupe, 2 for $5, and save 10 cents a gallon with purchase of 2. We also have Hy-Vee pasta, select varieties, 10 for $10. Save 20 cents a gallon on your fuel saver card with a purchase of 10. And then don't forget that Bratz Shell is now accepting fuel saver cards with their new pumps and everything else. So that's kind of exciting for us. There's one more place in town now you can use your fuel saver card.
It's television in the gas.
Yes. So, see, I caught a little sports center on there the other day when I was filling up. So
that's outstanding. All right, we'll grab a break. We've got more on Hy-Vee's The Pitch right after this on KCOG.
Since 1961, Pershey Roofing and Painting has been the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri for quality craftsmanship at a fair and honest wage. Pershey Roofing and Painting, 3rd generation owned and operated, family ran with family pride. Call 641-895-5082. That's 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting, the name you know, the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri. Call 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting. Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville. We're talking local sports and a little bit more. It is our spring premiere coming up in just a little bit. Coach Mike Carney will be on to talk about boys golf. Also, we have coming on the show tonight Coach Matt Kovacevich to talk girls golf. And then we have Coach Tom Hill and Kristy Demry, one or the other, or both will be here to talk girls track. And we'll also be talking some boys track tonight as well. Right now, we'll grab a break. When we come back, we will visit with Braden Lechtenberg, our In the Box segment brought to you by Northside Insurance in Centerville. We're back with that right after this.
Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500. Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiowegian.com. That's dailyiowegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appalachia County.
This is The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, presented by local Hy-Vee store. We are live from Hy-Vee, and it is time to go in the box with Braden Lechtenberg. Braden is a junior at Centerville High School. In the box is brought to you by Northside Insurance in Centerville. Calling me Gonerman and the crew at 856-3333. Well, Braden, thanks for stopping out tonight. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Oh, I'm the son of Mark and Catherine Lechtenberg. I'm the oldest of 5 children. My siblings are Kiana, Kate, Annika, and Ewan. And mom is a math teacher at the high school. and Dad is a accountant up on the square at T&T.
I'm guessing you don't see your dad a ton this time of year, do you?
Not really.
Kind of a busy guy this time.
Yeah, really busy.
All right, let's talk about, anymore you don't see a whole lot of families with 5 children, so you have a big family. You're the oldest, so what responsibilities fall on you? Do you have to do some babysitting? Do you have to be a taxi driver sometimes?
Oh, yeah, taxi driver, 16, so I'm the only one that has a license in the house besides Mom and Dad. And, I got to take Kiana to health in the morning and school and take her home to practice, or I have to go pick up Annika from dance, taxi driver, and then, do the laundry at home.
So you do it all, really?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I do it all.
All right, so let's break down the siblings again. You're a junior. How old are you right now?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 April 30th.
Okay, so that's coming up.
Yeah.
And then the next one in line is
Kiana. She's 15.
Okay. So you have to be fairly excited about her getting a driver's license one of these days.
Oh, yeah.
That'll help a little.
Uh-huh. And then Kate, he's in 8th grade.
Okay.
And then Annika is in 6th grade, and Ewan is in 3rd grade.
All right. So which one gives you the most trouble? Which one do you wrestle around with the most and get into arguments with?
Kind of depends on the day. Normally it's Annika and Ewan. So, sometimes it's Kiana in the morning not getting up. It all just depends.
Do they know at the end of the day that you are the oldest and you're kind of the top dog in the house?
Yeah. They all still find a way to try to pick on me. So.
Do they all pick on you or gang up on you all at once? Have you had that happen to you yet?
Annika and Ewan, they kind of do it at once. So, Kiana and Kate, they kind of do it off and on.
All right, let's talk about what you're involved with then. Let's start with sports. What all sports do you play?
I run cross country, play basketball, I run track, and I play baseball during the summer.
Okay, that keeps you pretty busy then.
Yes.
So right now you're doing track.
Yes.
All right, tell me about what events you partake in.
I run long distance, and Carson said he'll put me in the 2-mile later this year. But the past 2 meets I've been running the mile, 800, and he's put me in a couple 400.
And you guys so far have just been up to Pella, right?
Yep.
And then you got Lamoni coming up on Saturday?
Yes. Correct.
So then with you being a cross-country runner, I guess it makes sense that you would be a distance runner on the track side of things as well, right?
Yes.
What about baseball? What position?
Second base. Last year played a little bit of first base and kind of pitch. Kind of put me anywhere and I'll kind of play.
And basketball, you've kind of become a sort of a legend around these parts for your, I think it was the Eddyville-Bladensburg game.
Yes.
When you slid in there and put in, sort of looked like Texas A&M, at the end. You scored 700 points in 20 seconds, whatever. But so take me through that experience. How many points in how many seconds?
It was 7 points in a minute. I don't know, went in the game, and there was 5 minutes left, and by the time I got my first basket, and we went down the floor, and they just missed the ball and went back down the floor. And we just kept running our offense, and it said, next time I get the ball, just shoot it. So I got at the 3-point line and shot it, and it went in, and the crowd went wild, and then went down the floor and got the steal, and by the time I stole the ball and made the layup, I couldn't hear anything except for a bunch of yelling.
The Braden Lechtenberg show, right?
Yep.
All right. Other than sports, what are you involved in?
Tech crew. Tech crew kind of helps with all the things that go on in the auditorium, like musical, any plays. I'm in band, FCA, student council, NHS, almost about everything.
Where do you find the time for all of this stuff?
Oh, I don't know.
Stay busy, huh?
Stay busy.
So you're almost to the end of your junior year now. So have you thought about what's the future hold for Braden Lechtenberg?
I don't know where I'm going to go to college. I think about Iowa. I think about doing some athletic training or PE teacher / coach, something to do with their own sports.
With your mom being a teacher, obviously she's got her thumb on things. She keep a pretty close eye on what all you kids are doing school-wise.
Oh, yes. She normally goes to bed around 8 o'clock and wakes up at 4 in the morning, and we get a text when we wake up in the morning saying, hey, you better get this straight up, or hey, you got this time in here.
You can't get away with anything, right?
Nope.
Oh, man. All right, Braden Lechtenberg is our In the Box segment tonight. He is a junior at Centerville High School, and he is one of 5 children in the Lechtenberg family. So who do you think, I know Cade's involved with sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think's the best athlete to the Lechtenberg tribe? Obviously, at his age, you could beat him in anything right now, but who do you think who's the best?
Ewan's got some pretty athletic talent. He always wants to go outside and play ball, shoot hoops. I think Ewan's probably the most athletic one.
And where's he fit in again? Is he the youngest?
Yep, he's the youngest. He's in 3rd grade.
And of course, then he's got to compete against you guys.
Yep.
To make him even better as well.
Yeah.
What about prom? Prom's coming up. We going to prom?
Yes.
Are you taking a date?
I've not found a date yet. It's kind of getting close.
Close. Might be tough. Here you go. Anybody tuned in on the pitch, right?
Yep.
Braden Lechtenberg is available for prom. All right. Outstanding. All right, Braden. It is time now for your 5 fast questions, okay? And for coming out tonight, Braden will get a free 6-inch sub from Subway in Centerville. Subway is fresh. What is your favorite food?
Probably pasta. I eat about anything except for cucumbers, so anything but cucumbers.
Really? All right. What's your pet peeve? What really ticks off Braden Lechtenberg?
Ooh, I don't know. People not getting places on time. Gotta be early, can't be late.
What is your dream car? If your parents said, Braden, you're a good kid, we're going to buy any vehicle you want.
Ooh, I don't know.
That's fun to think about, though.
Yeah, I don't know, probably a Lamborghini.
The Lambo. Shoot for the stars, Russell. That money was so awesome. Oh, man. All right. Well, your mom, obviously, is one of the teachers in the school, Catherine. What's her middle name?
Rose.
All right. And finally, easier parent to deal with if you really want to get your way on something. Are you going to see mom or are you going to see dad?
Ooh, depends on if mom's in a good mood or not. Dad comes home, and dad's probably the main one, but if mom's in a good mood, you go to mom.
He kind of dodged that. He did just a little bit, then he rode the fence on that. Well, Braden, thank you for stopping out tonight. You are officially out of the box.
All right, thanks, Russ.
This is KCOG Centerville. We're back right after this.
The Preserve on Rathbun Lake is Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course, but they're a whole lot more than that. They also feature the area's only full-service pro shop. Stop in and check out the latest in golf equipment or see what they have for golf apparel. You can also get gift certificates or punch cards for rounds of golf. The Pro Shop at the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you to stop out today or give them a call at 724-1400. That's 724-1400. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
Iowa's Country 98.7 KMGO is your home for the morning party. This is The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, 99.7 FM and KCOG 1400 AM. It is our spring premiere of the Pitch Sports Show. We're talking now, we're joined by Coach Mike Carney to talk boys golf. And Coach, thanks for stopping out. It's kind of a, well, I guess, I don't know about a new era or whatever, but obviously you're coming off a season where you have two kids, you're losing two golfers that you just don't see every day of the week. One of them, obviously, it's not every day you have a Division I golfer. Blake Dabney also right there at that same level. So you lose a couple of guys like that. So I don't know if you call it how do you replace those guys? I mean, it can't be easy, but it's a new era for Centerville golf.
Sleep, don't cry a lot. No, we've got good freshmen coming in. You don't replace those kids, but it presents a whole new challenge to us. And I'm looking forward to it. They say that when you get the freshmen, you can't wait to see what they're going to be like when seniors, and when they're seniors, you can't wait to see them go. And it was time for Blake and Alex to move on, and they set a tremendous example. And Alex is back this past week. He came out in his Kansas stuff and Kansas bag, and I paired him up with three of my freshmen, and their eyes got as big as saucers,
Oh, boy.
And what a tremendous motivator! What a tremendous example for those kids to be around. And so it is what it is.
All right, so let's talk about your team this year. You got some good kids coming back, no doubt about it. Jacob Hargrave and Colton Baloma. You got Nathan Grothe. So talk to us about who you see as the anchors of this year's team.
Well, I think it'll be a battle between Colton and Jake. Obviously, they've had multiple state tournament experiences and have been involved in a lot of spectacular seasons, and they have the experience on a lot of the courses that we're going to be playing. From Fairfield to Edmondson and Oskaloosa to some of the other courses, and that makes up a big difference. And then I've got some freshmen that we're going to be counting on, as well as a sophomore that we'll be counting on. Tyson Bloma's sophomore has improved dramatically. Last year, Tyson struggled to break 50, and he worked hard this summer. And, this spring he's put together rounds of anywhere from 41 to 45 for us. So if we keep it in the low 40s, he'll help us a lot. Then we got the Caleb Cochran coming in, and I expect big things out of Caleb, and so we'll be competitive. I'm not sure if we'll be 92-3.
Yeah, you don't get you don't get teams like that every day of the week, I guess. But, well, let's we start with Jake Hargrave and Colton Bubble. We'll start with Jake. What are his strengths, and what do you think is realistic for him to improve on this year?
Well, I think obviously Jake's strength is just that, strength. He hits the ball a long ways. Sometimes his course management lacks a little bit, and he needs to become better around the greens than what he is. But it's typical of a lot of kids. They don't. It's more about bombing it. And Jake undoubtedly is a bomber. And Colton's strength is Colton's pretty well solid all the way through. I talked to Colton at the beginning of the year, and we looked back at last season, and there are two things I saw with Colton. Number one, he didn't drive the ball consistently. And when you don't drive the ball consistently, then you're taking birdie and par lots of times out of the picture, and you're putting at best par, probably bogey or double bogey into the picture. And so he's worked on his driving and then his putting. His putting was very suspect last year, and it wasn't the fact he's hitting greens, but I saw too many times for him to have a 15-foot putt and blow it 2.5 feet by. You can't do that consistently without missing a putt here and a putt there. And so those are the two things he's working on this year. Then Tyson is everything, and we try to cover everything in practice.
And let's go back to who are the other upperclassmen that you have. His Nate Grote is out, right?
Kalen Gordy's out, and Kalen will be battling to make the top 4. He's a senior, great kid. Enjoyed him a lot. And, he's improved his game from where he started, being a mid-50 shooter to where he's now a mid-40 shooter. So he could possibly help us down the line.
When you look at the rest of the freshmen, and obviously it looks like that, Caleb Cochran's a kid who has obviously a chance to do something this year. He seems to have a desire to work at the sport of golf. I think he would play golf year-round if he could, and every day, and go out and work on the game. Would that be, in the short time you've been with him, would that be a fair assessment?
I've been with Caleb now for about 2 weeks. And during this 2 weeks, I found him, number one, to be very coachable, but he's a typical, anybody, has their own habits, and it's easy to revert back to the habits. But slowly but surely, he's making changes. And I think he is very coachable. And I think he has what it takes to become a good golfer. If I were to look at the statistics of, let's say, Colton Bloom, right now is shooting par consistently or under par for me. If I were to look at Colton's scores as a freshman when he first started, you'd find them very similar to what Caleb is, perhaps even better. Blake Dabney, the same thing, So what he does with the game from this point on is up to him, not me. I can show him and teach him how to hit it, but executing those shots when you're faced with him that he's going to have to do. So he appears to be a great kid.
And what else do you have for freshmen when we look at the longevity of the program? What are your numbers there?
I've got several good freshmen out. I've got Cole Cooper out. Cole's been battling in there. I think there's a chance he can make our top 6, which is our varsity team. Then I've got, although he's not a freshman, I've got Brayton Hurley out. He missed last year because of a fractured arm. I've got Dakota Clark out. Great kid. Brad Frazier's a sophomore. And Brad's improved quite a bit here at the start of the season. So it's just everything's a work in progress right now. And that's the reason why we stay out there till dark.
Talking golf with Coach Mike Carney. We'll have more with Coach right after this on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
Since 1961, Pershey Roofing and Painting has been the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri for quality craftsmanship at a fair and honest wage. Pershey Roofing and Painting, third generation owned and operated, family ran with family pride. Call 641-895-5082. That's 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting, the name you know, the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri. Call 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting. Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Sells and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitchfork Show. Give Sells and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sells and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl, or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
We're talking local sports a little bit more on Hy-Vee's to Pitch, talking boys golf with Coach Mike Carney. We've talked about a number of the young men. Let's talk about the schedule. When do you guys have your first meet?
We open up Thursday, and I always call that our 50-50 meet. And the reason why I call it that, it's about 50% of the time we get it in. Sometimes it's snowing and some of the other things. So
now by Thursday, do you mean tomorrow or
no?
Next Thursday. Because if it's tomorrow, you can cat up.
And so we open up at Sheridan, and it's a triangular, and then we will get ready to play down Schuyler in the Schuyler tournament. Our schedule is we play a lot of tournament competition. We're going to play 3 or 4 dual matches, and the reason for that, Russ, is because if you win conference, it's tournament. If you advance to state, you have to win sectional. That's a tournament. If you win sectional, you go to district. That's a tournament. You know, and you can play too many dual meets, and you know, you play with somebody else from your team and 2 guys from the other team. And when I first started out, that's the way we did it. Man, we'd see somebody like Davis County 8 times, and heck, it was just, I wasn't sure which team I was coaching, Davis County or Centerville. You see the kids so often, and that doesn't you know, provide any competition or any tournament type of experience that our kids need. So we are tournament heavy in our schedule. We go to the Fairfield tournament, traditionally one of the best tournaments in the state. The Sheridan tournament, our tournament, Schuyler County tournament, Albia tournament, Davis County tournament, Alta Preserve, we go to their tournament. Darren's put together a great tournament out there. He has like 14 or 16 high school teams come in, and it's a real shootout out there at his tournament. So we got a great schedule. I think it's one of the tops in the state as far as competition is concerned.
Coach Mike Carney, the boys golf team. So how many kids total are out?
12.
And then so you play the top 6 kids compete varsity,
right?
And then you have some JV. Well, not. I mean, the JV doesn't play every time the varsity plays, right?
No. We do have 2 or 3 dual meets, and then we also have 2 or 3 just strictly JV matches. And then if we're, you know, we've been caught in a situation before where, like, let's say our 5th and 6th man might vary from one week to the next. With our 7th and 8th, we'll have those kids qualify for a tournament. So usually it's within the top 8 kids, you know, who will be traveling to make the team on a varsity tournament type thing. So, however, this year we did change the advisory board in golf, did change something that we can, if we qualify for the state tournament, we can take 7 kids and we can substitute after the first day for anybody we want to give. And the whole thinking behind that is to give more kids an opportunity to experience, the state tournament, especially if you're in that situation I'm talking about. I've got 2 kids that shoot about the same. I've got one that's not going to go or have any type of experience. Now they both can experience that at least for one day, so it was a good change in the rules. So,
yeah, that sounds like, you got that side, and then, you have years, I suppose, where, because if you take your top 4 scores, so if you got 6 kids, and if your 6th kid is a low 50 shooter, you could have that too, where you let another kid get, more kids get experience.
Right.
Because getting the experience to compete at a state tournament in any sport is obviously
something
you can never forget.
Heck yeah.
That's a great change.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, always a pleasure. We look forward to having you on throughout the season, and we'll hopefully that 50-50 meet up in Sheraton a week from tomorrow gets to happen.
Yeah,
that means we get good weather on a Thursday.
Help us out too, Coach. What's Thursday? I don't know.
Help us help you or whatever. Let's root for each other, shall we? We'll grab a break. Coach Matt Kovacevich talks girls golf next on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500. Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiowegian.com. That's dailyiowegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appomattox County.
You are listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, your local sports show, giving you local sports and a little bit more. It's time to talk girls golf now with Coach Matt Kovacevich. First of all, we were talking about this a little bit off the air, but it's very clear that your athletic knowledge extends beyond the realm of what people even realize. You won the wrestling bracket that Coach Cochran puts on every year, over 20 people, some real live wrestlers in there, and you kind of just dominated, it sounds like.
You know what? I tell you, I've got more knowledge up between these years when it comes to sports than a lot of people realize. I mean, it was one of the best victories of all time in my career of playing sports or picking sports or filling out. I bet I filled out 1,000 brackets within the last week or so, and I really spent a lot of time on this wrestling one, and it came to fruition. I mean, Saturday night was a big night for me. I was plenty. If you ask Coach Carson or Coach Cochran, when the dust settled and I was named champion this year, I was awful proud. I was proud.
I bet they looked at that, went through it, re-added, and
re-added.
Oh, you know how Kevin is, the numbers.
There's no way Kovacevich finished first here.
Absolutely.
And then you look down there at third, and there's no way Koestner finished third. We got to retally some things.
Well, he told me that I had won it before the heavyweight match even started, and then I saw his fingers really working that laptop, and him and Coach Reed were really working that laptop in there to try to shoot those numbers and crunch those numbers to get me out of that number one hole. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So I can say that I'm champion.
You slangled them, Nick.
Actually, I had him in the fire.
Got him in the Oklahoma. Chad Lee took third, so just some great knowledge. Well, you know, I think that taking the Hall of Fame Challenge weekly really helps you guys with your sports knowledge. I really
do. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
It teaches you how to compete.
Yes, you got to grind it out.
We're not quitters.
Filling out those brackets, like bracket. You better grind it out. You better have 6, 7, 8 days to free to get that done.
I think I got carpal tunnel just clicking that button. Oh my gosh! All right, well, let's talk some girls golf. You guys are coming off a tremendous season last year. Pretty high expectations on this particular team. Do you sense that they're coming into this season with a little more pressure on them, or do they feel it, or do they just go out and just play golf?
Oh, I think there's definitely there's some I don't know if you wouldn't call pressure, but I would definitely think there's some expectations for this team, and they all kind of feel it, and they all kind of know. And they came to that first day of practice last week knowing that they did not want that feeling that they had there last spring when up at Menlo when we fell a few strokes short of making the state tournament. So it's definitely in their minds that they want to get, and they're excited to get on the golf course and play and compete. They're at this point, they're really tired of just practicing. They want to get out to a tournament and see where we're headed. So yeah, they're ready to go. They're hungry. There's definitely no doubt about that.
All right, well, tell us who you have on the squad. Who's your swingers?
Well, we returned 5 of the top 6 from last year, and start off with Molly Heffern. She's our senior. We have 2 seniors with Arissa McGill as well, but Molly's going to be our kind of our anchor there with in the one hole. And then we've got, Emily Moorman, Molly was all conference. Emily Moorman was all conference. Madeline McDonald was all conference. Cameron Moorman was all conference. And Cheyenne Chapman was an all conference performer last year, placing in the top 10 in the conference meet. So, return, several of those all conference girls. And then we've got a slew of girls, of freshmen, and then other girls that are fighting and scratching and clawing for the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. So it is really, really excited to see these girls come and get after it. And they know that there's there's expectations, like you said, but there's also a lot of competition in the bottom of our lineup when you're looking in the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, where there's kind of a group of girls that are clumped together there, where they want to be on that varsity team. They want that taste of going to the tournaments, and they want the taste of going and being on a hopefully a conference championship team or a region championship team or a team that can make it to the state tournament. So some of those other girls that are kind of fighting for those other spots are Elizabeth Ming, Hannah Bailey, Brinley Kozeridge, Megan Clark and Morgan Dooley are 2 girls that didn't get to see a lot of the varsity time last year. They played a lot of JV, but they came in during practice and really surprised the heck out of me where they're ready to go and they're hitting the ball really well to start the season. Like I said, Arissa's our other senior that's been out, and she has varsity experience. She's come in and done a real nice job coming in, and then Chloe Zitz is another girl that's another freshman that's doing really well. That's came in. They played golf. You could tell these freshmen that have come in that they've played golf before. So it's not like you got to reteach everything to them or put a club in their hand and say, here's how you do things. That they've played before. So that's definitely a good thing.
Talking girls golf with Coach Matt Kovacevich, and so far you guys have had pretty decent weather.
Yeah,
for practice. You don't always get that.
It's been great. We were just talking about that tonight with, this time last year we were I think not in snow, but we were darn close to in snow and then rain and then cold, and we've had it pretty good. We can't complain with what kind of weather. Now tomorrow looks kind of dreadful with what they're calling for. So, might not get able to get any work done tomorrow, but, over the weekend we're going to play some golf, and then, next Monday we're, practicing, and then we tee it up for tournament play come next Tuesday up at Oskaloosa at Harvest Point.
So you guys started next Tuesday. Harvest Point's not a bad place to open up.
I love Harvest Point. I love playing Harvest Point. I've yet to take a team up to Harvest Point and play, but I know going up there and playing. I know the Smiths up there, they treat everybody really well when you go and play, and they're just great people up in the clubhouse. People in the clubhouse, and I'm really looking forward to playing and taking the girls up there and play that course, because I think it's a course that's really designed really well for some of our golfers. It's not particularly really long in some spots, so I think we can really do a good job up there.
We'll grab a top of the hour break. Back with more with Coach Matt Kovacevich right after this.
The Preserve on Rathbun Lake is Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course, but they're a whole lot more than that. They also feature the area's only full-service pro shop. Stop in and check out the latest in golf equipment or see what they have for golf apparel. You can also get gift certificates or punch cards for rounds of golf. The Pro Shop at the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you to stop out today or give them a call at 724-1400. That's 724-1400. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, our spring premiere. We're talking local sports a little bit more. And it is Coach Matt Kovacevich talking girls golf. Coach, let's talk about the girls who returned from last year's tremendous team and break them down to each one where you see that they can make some improvements this year.
Well, everybody can obviously. The good thing about it is it's. I was telling Emily this tonight. Emily went out and shot a 38 last night.
Say what?
A 38, and she came back tonight and she didn't get all 9 holes in, but she placed the first 2 holes at 4 over par. And I said, you know what? The second do you think you've got this game figured out, the golf guys just come right down and say, no, sir. No, you do not. So, and then she came back and went like par, birdie, par, birdie, or whatever. I don't know what she went, but because I didn't get to follow her the whole time. But, Emily's been playing really well. She is really focused and really dialed in right now of getting the job done. And right now I'm kind of just staying completely away from her, not telling her to do anything better or tell her to teach her anything or give her any pointers. I'm just letting her go. Molly's been struggling a little bit off the tee here to start the season. She kind of ended last season with that same way, struggling a little bit off the tee, but we've Coach Carney was nice enough to help her a little bit tonight as well. So we're working on her getting off the tee a little bit better. Madeline went and shot a 42 last night, so I'm staying away from Madeline and Emily, just letting them go to begin the season. Cameron is the same way. All the rest of them have been pretty consistently off the tee. They've been pretty good. We just need to work on that from the 100 yards in and being around the greens. It's so tough to teach kids feel and chipping and putting and just around the greens and how to hit this shot. If you're going uphill, coming downhill, and with the girls, it's just where's the hole? I want to hit it to that hole right there. And it's as a whole, that's what our whole program and all the girls are working at right now. Is we have spent a lot of time of chipping and putting and on the range of hitting that 100-yard shot. And same goes for all those freshmen that I kind of talked about. What I've been worried more about with them, with golf etiquette, always with the freshmen coming in, we get on the greens and we step in people's lines. We don't take the flag stick out. We do a lot of things. So a lot of those freshmen are learning the ropes of just tournament play and how to play the game of golf and doing those things. So those are kind of the things that we've been kind of stressing on here early on in the year.
All right, Coach. So you open up next Tuesday. Let's take a look at the conference then. Who's out there? You know, you guys obviously have a target on your back now.
Yep. And that's good. That's the way we want it. That's how we're coming into this season. Is if they're in the teams in our conference, they're going to have to go. They're going to have to come through Centerville to get the title back in the South Central Conference. You know, you look at the team up north. They've said they only got two or three girls out for golf. So that's usually our main competition. Has been the last few years. It's been we won it last year, the year before the blue team won it. So we know they can't win it this year. So now you're looking down the line. You know, you don't really know a bunch. We don't see Knoxville a lot, but you expect them to fill the full squad. Davis County's going to fill a full squad. Sheraton's got, I know, a couple nice 1 and 2 golfers, but you know, I just don't see a team in the conference that has the depth of the Redheads. So I'm thinking that the target is on our back, and that's how we want it, and it's going to have to go through Centerville.
All right, well, talk to me about this NCAA tournament. Your Sooners are in the Sweet 16.
Thanks, UNI.
So now
I really wanted to play UNI. I just really thought, you know, I filled out, like I said, probably 500 brackets on the internet or doing them in pools and things like that. And I'll be honest with you, I am scared to death tomorrow night. I picked Texas A&M to win several times in some of those brackets because at the end of the year, I didn't think we were playing the best we could play, but it's going to be a dogfight tomorrow night. I think if we get by tomorrow night, the Final Four is definitely, but you know, Oregon and Duke, whatever, they're whoever. We no problem. That's fine. This Texas A&M team is a team that I think winning tomorrow night can make the Final Four and win another game in the Final Four once they get there. They are big, strong, and physical team that sometimes we have hits with. So tomorrow night's a big night for this guy.
Well, as long as you're not at 12 points with 33 seconds left to go, you'll be all right.
Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, it was just sickening to watch. It was almost you felt bad for him.
Paralyzed.
You could see it coming. And it was a bad deal. But you know, the other teams that are left, I don't see. I mean, Kansas and North Carolina have just been playing really well. It'd be interesting to see if they can keep playing that well for the next 3 or 4 games because, man, they're playing well. They're just. I didn't think they could do that to UConn, and I didn't think Carolina could do that. I thought Providence would give Carolina fits too, but I was wrong on that. But you know, when you have the best player in the country, you feel pretty good about where you're sitting, and there's no doubt we do.
All right, well, Coach, we have a massive amount of people here right now, so let's go ahead and take our Power Insurance Hall of Fame Challenge. We even got Kristy. This will be her first run at the Hall of Fame Challenge, and it is NCAA driven, of course, and so I think everybody should have a real good shot. Everybody's surely been watching March Madness, haven't they? I think. Chad, I know you've been watching it. You were there firsthand.
Yeah, I've been watching it a little bit.
So here we go. Of the Sweet 16 teams, there are 10 of them that are top 4 seeds or better. Name those 10 teams that are top 4 seeds or better. We'll come back and see how they did after this.
Since 1961, Pershey Roofing and Painting has been the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri for quality craftsmanship at a fair and honest wage. Pershey Roofing and Painting, 3rd generation owned and operated, family ran with family pride. Call 641-895-5082. That's 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting, the name you know, the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri. Call 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting. Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl, or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
All right, pens and pencils down. Let's ahead. There are 10 teams in the Sweet 16 that are a 4 seed or better. Did Chad? You only have 9 written down.
Yeah, I couldn't think of that. I'm not going to.
Don't. All right. Josh has 7 written down. Kristy, if you wrote down 4, you at the tournament? Did you go up? You didn't get to go on that trip, huh?
Tom didn't take you.
Oh, man. Somebody had to say I could take care of things. Coach Hill, how many did you write down? Coach Kovacevich, you got 10 down?
No, I only have 8.
I was 4 between Duke. Here we go. Here we go. Miami. Villanova. Texas A&M. The Oklahoma Sooners. The Kansas Jayhawks. Does anybody have all 5 of those yet? Chad does. Oh, my. The Duke Blue Devils. The Oregon Ducks.
A number 1 seed. That's who I forgot.
The Iowa State Cyclones. The Virginia. And the University of North Carolina. 9. Chad's got 9. I think that's going to make him our winner. Outstanding.
I forget a number 1
Hall of Famer. We're in the table. Son of a gun. All right, guys. That is our Power Insurance Hall of Fame Challenge. Coach, congratulations, Chad. It's always
it's that wrestling knowledge kick. I can't read
Coach, good luck to your Sooners. We know you and your gals going to have a great season there. We look forward to visiting with you again real soon throughout your golf season. Thank you. Let's slide Josh Bryce in here and talk about all things Hy-Vee as we get set to. We're going to be joined here in a moment by coaches Tom Hill and Kristy Demry to talk girls track and a little bit of boys track as well. But Josh, Hy-Vee's busy, ready for Easter for everybody. You got a lot of great things.
You bet. Come on in here this week, and with a coupon, if you can get a free honeysuckle white frozen turkey breast with a purchase of a Hormel Cure 81 ham. Also, in meat department on Fridays, we've got a great special. For every $25 you spend in our meat department, you can save 50 cents a gallon. And then also don't forget that tonight for another hour, you can come in here and order a pizza, pepperoni or cheese pizza, hot and ready to go with a 2-liter pop for just $8.99.
All of that right out here at your local Hy-Vee store. We will grab a break. We will come back, and we'll talk girls track and a little bit of boys track with coaches Tom Hill and Kristy Demry. That's all coming up next on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500. Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiwegian.com. That's dailyiwegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appalachia County.
You're listening to the Pitchfork Show on KCOG Centerville, and we're ready to talk some girls track with coaches Tom Hill and Kristy Demry. Of course, the spring season is such a busy season. We've got 4 sports with boys and girls. We get up to a total of 8 sports, and there may be one that I'm missing. Is there skeet shooting or something like that going on too? So
It's a club show, I think. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So it's not a varsity. Yeah.
All right. But anyway, it's going on out there.
They're
too,
going on. Yeah. So be careful.
A lot of things going on. Well, the girls track team has had a couple of chances to run. So we'll start with Kristy. First of all, now you guys are co-head coaches. Is that the scoop here?
Yes. Okay. Co-coaches. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Alex Valentine is our assistant coach.
Okay. And you and Coach Hill have worked together a time or two.
Yes. We've been coaching volleyball together for 7 years.
So you got him whipped into shape? I mean, does he know who the boss is when it comes right down to it? He's shaking his head.
I don't know, Tom, do you?
Yeah, of course I do. So I know, of course, you were a tremendous track runner yourself. What was your favorite sport?
Probably volleyball.
Okay.
Yeah, and then softball. Track was more of my brother's sport. He had a tremendous amount of success as a track athlete growing up, so I spent a lot of time at track meets growing up, watching him run. So it was inevitable that I was going to run track in high school. In fact, he was my coach. He and Nick Koestner were our coaches when I was in high school. And we had a lot of success as a team. My junior year, we were district and conference champions that year. So I've seen what the program can do and the success that it can have. So kind of exciting to get to come back.
And speaking of your brother, then, will he be here for rack, right?
Yes, he will.
Cyclist.
Yes, he is.
All right. Okay, well, tell me a little bit about this squad. How many girls you got out?
We have 21 girls out. We have 5 girls that are 2-sport athletes. Tom and I talked earlier this year when the position came open for head coach that it would be nice to get some of our volleyball girls to go out for track and to see some continuity within the kids in the springtime, because we miss out a lot seeing them for, taking a year before we get to see them and see what they're doing again. So this position came open, and I think Tom was approached first about it. And he talked to me about it, and we decided that we'd try and coach this and see how it went. But with 21 kids total, 4 throwers, and then the rest are runners. And we have 4 seniors that are out this year. 3 of them are 2-sport athletes, so that kind of shows some of their dedication. And we have Alyssa Barger and Kylie Joyner and Michaela White and Maddie Mormon. Alyssa Barger and Kylie Joyner have been track athletes for 4 years completely, and been in the track program for 4 years. So we have 7 freshmen, 4 juniors, and 6 sophomores.
So overall, that's pretty decent numbers.
Right? Yeah, we're happy with that.
And you've been, so far, it's all indoor. You've been to Pella twice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of them was girls and boys, and then the second one just girls.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you seeing right now as the strengths of the team?
Well, when we came in to start this, we wanted to kind of gear our training around the 400 and 800 runners, you know, and really kind of train a lot of the kids towards those races. We also are fortunate enough to have Emily Lewis and Kiana Lechtenberg that are distance runners that had Koestner earlier in the year with cross country. So that was kind of the areas that we wanted to focus on. Now, the first meetup in Pella was pretty chaotic, and everybody was confused. You were there.
I was confused.
Yeah.
And I was almost injured a few times. You don't want to go wandering without paying attention.
Indoor meets are kind of crazy and chaotic, but you know, the kids by the second meet, once they got one meet under the belt, the thing that we wanted to express to them is when they're in an indoor meet, it's just compete. There's no rhyme or reason to the pacing or anything like that. It's just get out and compete as hard as you can. The first meet, they got to see some conference teams. They got to see Davis County and Alia up there. And so they got to see kind of the level that they were going to be looking at throughout the rest of the season. The second meet, we had a lot more Hy-Vee schools with teams that had 2 buses. I think Waukee brought 2 buses.
At least 2 buses. Waukee, Mystic, and I don't know, Waukee did the warm-up and filled up the whole entire straightaway when they're jogging. I looked at Kristy, I said, that's like our whole student body brought with that.
Yeah.
So it was pretty, it was a lot different.
Yeah,
that day.
It was. But we were extremely proud. We had several kids that won their heat that day. They got out and competed well and really showed a lot of good effort. I think the freshmen kind of settled in towards the second meet and were a little more relaxed. So it was good. So far, we've been really pleased with how things have gone. So.
All right. Spring is very competitive time with the number of sports they have to choose from. There are kids that do dual sports, but so why, if you're doing a sales pitch for track, why track over another sport? I know you guys as coaches want kids to do what they want to do, but why track?
Well, it's kind of the basis for everything else you want to do. If you want to play volleyball and you want to play basketball and you want to play softball, you need to run. And the competitive side of track is I think one of the most important things because it teaches you as an individual how to compete. You know, a lot of these kids are playing team sports. This forces them to come out and play as an individual. And I think that's where the big importance lies in track. You know, a lot of our conference teams that are strong in track are strong in a lot of other sports they do. You know, and that's a tough sale for some kids to say, you know, yeah, we know it's a hard sport, but it's also an important one for everything else that you want to do. We're fortunate with Tom in the high school now. He can really get in and try and recruit some kids. We strongly encouraged our volleyball girls to come out for track.
That may change going into next year because this goes really well this year. I think continue to do like it is. It may be like if you're playing volleyball, you're running track.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. That's something we still need to talk about. But I mean, kind of going back to the old school idea, like I don't know, if you played football, you were almost expected to be out for track. And you know, I think that's kind of, you know, from the girls' standpoint, I know our numbers weren't what we thought they should be last year, and we, you know, we just wanted to try to get as many kids involved this year. And like you said, dual sporting is great because they get a chance to compete at all those different levels and things. So, it's been a good start. I mean, I think we saw a lot of growth between the 2 nights, just from a confidence level. I think that was one of the biggest things that we saw.
Okay.
Talking track with coaches Kristy Demry and Tom Hill. We'll grab a break. We'll come back with more right after this on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
The Preserve on Rathbun Lake is Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course. But they're a whole lot more than that. They also feature the area's only full-service pro shop. Stop in and check out the latest in golf equipment or see what they have for golf apparel. You can also get gift certificates or punch cards for rounds of golf. The Pro Shop at the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you to stop out today or give them a call at 724-1400. That's 724-1400. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville. Coach Tom Hill and Kristy Demry are co-head coaches for the girls' track team, and Coach Hill's going to talk a little bit about the boys' track team as well. But before we do that, we'll kind of wrap up on the girls' side of things here. What is the next meet?
Well, our next meet is actually Saturday. We're taking a kind of a select group over to Lamoni on Saturday, since it's our spring break and kind of Easter weekend. We had some kids that had other things going on, so we're taking 4 or 5 kids over there. And then next week's kind of a big week for us because we have to go outside. We host Tuesday night. First outdoor meet is Tuesday night at home. Anybody that's interested in either helping out or coming out and at least seeing our girls run. It was supposed to be a quad, I thought, and then as I looked through stuff a little more in depth, we have 6 or 7 teams coming, I think it is. So it's a little bit bigger meet than what I first thought it was going to be.
Now, is that just you guys, just the girls?
Yeah.
Or is that, okay.
The boys are going to be at Sheraton on Tuesday, if I remember right. Boys are at Sheraton. And then Thursday, just girls are running Albia again, right? And I think that's the quad or 5 teams, something like that, over there at Albia. So next week's going to be kind of a big week for us. I mean, we've kind of been getting ready for the outdoor season. That's kind of the thing that I'm excited about competing outside. So I've had enough of the indoor stuff. So as long as we're not getting any snow and things, that's the key. Got to keep that away. So, but yeah.
Well, Coach Darren Carson had a prior commitment and wasn't able to make it out tonight. But Coach Tyler Baze will be here in just a moment to talk about boys tennis. But I know you guys all practice together. You had that first meet together, so you're somewhat familiar with the boys squad as well. What can you tell me about his boys team?
Well, I most of our folks obviously on the girls, but I know that Darren's working really hard with the boys, trying to get them prepared for their meets. I think Taylor Misitich had a good night 2 nights ago, or the last time of a fell. I think he placed in the 60-meter dash. He got 7th out of like 250 kids or something. I think that was a pretty nice accomplishment. And I think Trevor Gavigan has been throwing the shot put really well. I think he placed also, if I remember right, and he had about 150 or 200 kids there too. Oh, got 6th in the shot. Trevor got 6th in the shot. Yeah, so those 2 kids especially have been doing very well individually. I think the other kids are they're getting in the flow of track. I think again they've ran just indoor meets also, and they're going Saturday to Lamoni also, and then they'll start their outdoor next week or anything. But I think for the most part, I think you can probably say the boys' numbers are down a little bit from probably what we would like to see. I think it'd be nice to see a few more boys out. I don't think they're, as far as sharing, I don't think they share many. I dual sport athletes. I don't think there's anybody been shared. Maybe one or two. Then got one.
Got one. I know. Jack was doing track and golf.
She's doing golf. Yeah. So so that's a little different. But yeah, I think heading in a positive direction. I think we're going to see some good things out of our boys this year. They've had very positive attitudes, and like I said, they've been working hard and been able to do some positive things already. So,
as coaches, how much do you guys? I mean, everybody's down there practicing together, right? So, how much do you guys work with the boys? They work with the girls. How much sharing goes on the coaching staff?
I'll be really honest. I'll give props to Kristy so far on the girls' side. She's been doing all the workouts and things. I've been kind of under the weather and just haven't been as active as I probably should be. But a lot of times we won't do a whole lot with the boys there, and his assistant kind of put things together and do their thing. And Alex and Kristy and I kind of just work with the girls. And we have some, like, for doing long jumps or hurdles or things like that, some specialty type things. And some of the core workouts will kind of be together on that. But I think it's obviously, like, if they're running circuit training or we're running circuit training, they're obviously, we're motivating the boys when they come by, or we're saying, hey, keep it up, stay relaxed, talk about technique and stuff. Same thing that they do for our girls too. So that's kind of the way we've been going so far. And like I said, once we get into a little bit better weather, things can be more consistent. Tomorrow we're kind of planning on being inside and doing kind of a weight workout and working at the high school, because who knows what the weather's going to be tomorrow, and stuff. But once our weather kind of clears up for us, that's going to help us out too. So.
Coaches Tom Hill and Kristy Demry, the co-head coaches of the girls track team. We look forward to seeing you throughout the season, and we'll let you arm wrestle over who comes out each week to talk to us about girls track.
I think it's going to have to be Kristy. You guys listened to me enough this past year.
All right, thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
Appreciate having on.
We're back with more on Hy-Vee's The Pitch right after this.
Since 1961, Pershey Roofing and Painting has been the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri for quality craftsmanship at a fair and honest wage. Pershey Roofing and Painting, third generation owned and operated, family ran with family pride. Call 641-895-5082. That's 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting, the name you know, the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri. Call 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting. Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Stells and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Stells and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Stells and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl, or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends, and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, our spring premiere. And, of course, spring a busy time with we have track, we have golf, we have soccer, and we have tennis. So a lot of sports for these kids to choose from. And we're going to talk a little tennis now. Coach Tyler Baze joins us to talk boys tennis. And, Coach, how are the numbers this year for the netters?
Well, our numbers are a little down from previous years. We have 10 guys out, but it's definitely a quality 10. My only real complaint is we're all upperclassmen. So, it'd be nice to have a freshman or a sophomore, a couple of them out. So it means we'll really have to recruit hard next year and maybe get some of those 8th graders playing tennis next year.
So who are the 10 guys you have?
We have Daniel Bearhaw, Spencer Varner, Evie Cochran, Tommy Matley, Grady Sweet, and Tommy Sheep. And those guys are all seniors. And then we have Trey Reinhardt, Thad Hill, Ryan Foster, and Curtis Brown for juniors.
Could you have some? Is it going to be a little competitive for those varsity spots? I mean, I hear a lot of those names from last year, guys that were competing for spots last year. So.
Yeah, I think Trey will step right into Gloucester. I mean, everybody will move up a spot. Trey will step in for Gloucester from last year. But Tommy Matley's playing soccer this year, so he's a dual sport athlete. So Tommy Sheets recently just won the little JV mini tournament we had for the night that Tommy Matley's going to be gone. And actually, Trey Reinhardt's going on vacation and going to be gone a week. So, yeah, there's a chance for a lot of those guys to get in the varsity mix. In fact, I see at some point this year maybe all those guys getting in the varsity meet.
Outstanding. So, weather-wise, you had really pretty good weather. We've talked about that on the golf side, but it makes a big difference in tennis, too, when you can get outside and not freeze.
Yeah, hopefully we're not going to get everything they're saying tomorrow, but so far so good. You know, we've been going, well, last week was open gyms, and Monday we started the official practice, and we've had really good weather so far.
Tyler Baze, our head boys tennis coach. We're talking tennis for the Big Red. So you guys, when do you have your first action?
We play Tuesday night at Knoxville.
Okay. And
it'll be the 29th, and then the 31st we go to Sheraton.
What do you know about the conference?
I truly believe in my guys, and I think that we're right in the mix, if not the conference favorite. I know that Knoxville's still going to be pretty good. Clark's always consistently good, and we've heard that Davis County lost some of their guys. They didn't come back out. We kind of look for them to be a little more competitive than they have in the past. And Sheraton, we beat them twice last year, and unless they have a couple stud freshmen that we don't know about, we're not overlooking them. But I think on paper, we're just as good, or if not better, than any team in the conference.
We'll grab a break. We'll come back with more boys tennis talk with Coach Tyler Baze right after this on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced, lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500. Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiowegian.com. That's dailyiowegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appalachia County.
This is The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, talking local sports and a little bit more. and it's presented by Hy-Vee. And we're talking with Coach Tyler Baze, the Big Red tennis team. Coach, you've got some good players this year. We talked about before the break that you think you have a shot at a conference title. So let's break down the guys that you think will either be on the varsity or be competing for the varsity, and tell us a little bit about each one.
Okay, I do have 3 returning all-conference players, Daniel Bearhaw, Spencer Varner, and Stevie Cochran. And those guys, honestly, I can see Daniel being our number 1 at times. I can see Spencer being our number 1, Stevie. Those guys just battle. I mean, one night Stevie might beat Spencer and Daniel, and the next night Spencer might be the best one out of the 3. So I see those guys interchanging quite a bit. Tommy Matley is a really solid number 4, and on the right night, he could step in and beat just about anybody. And our other senior, Brady Sweet, he's a 4-year varsity starter, and we really look for him to step up into the 5 spot to start off the season. A little bit different than where he's used to playing at. And he's a really, really good doubles player. Him and Daniel are playing really well together tonight. So, we're trying to figure out who's going to play with who. For the most part, we kind of have it figured out. But just doing some experimenting tonight. And the way him and Daniel played tonight, I can see Brady teaming up with Daniel. Our other senior, Tommy Sheep, actually, I wish he would have played. He just started last year. So I wish he would have started playing like his freshman, sophomore year, because he came out late last year, and he'll be playing some varsity meets for us this year. And then Trey Reinhardt is our junior. He's going to be in the varsity lineup. And he really came on really strong at the end of last year. At the conference tournament, he beat Albia's number 1 and lost to Davis County and Knoxville's number 1. And the one with the Davis County guy was real close. And for Trey being JV all year and stepping into the conference tournament at the varsity level, that was a big step. And, he's just stepped in this year and continued to grow as a tennis player. I see Daniel. Right now, we know that Daniel's going to start off as our number 1 this year, and Spencer at number 2. And those guys will team up for the first meet. But after that first week, we kind of have a lot of question marks on who's playing with who, what spots everybody's going to be playing at. And then with Tommy being a dual sport athlete, there are nights that everybody from 4 down to 6 is going to have to step up 1 level. So I think that our guys are, I really think my JV guys could play varsity for a lot of our conference teams. So I'm not real worried about those guys having to step up, but, there's always that chance that going from 5 to 4 is a big step. So,
Talking tennis with Coach Tyler Baze. We'll grab another break, come back with more right after this on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
The Preserve on Rathbun Lake is Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course, but they're a whole lot more than that. They also feature the area's only full-service pro shop. Stop in and check out the latest in golf equipment or see what they have for golf apparel. You can also get gift certificates or punch cards for rounds of golf. The Pro Shop at the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you to stop out today or give them a call at 724-1400. That's 724-1400. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOT Centerville. Tyler Baze joining us talking boys tennis. So give us the breakdown on how a tennis meet works.
You start off, you play six singles matches, and you're supposed to put them from your best 1 to 6. And then you play three doubles matches, and then every score goes to 9. So you can win 6-3, 7-2, but you'll never see like a 10-5 or whatever. It always is going to add up to 9. And a big thing is like doubles wise, if you play your number one on a doubles team, you probably should play at the number one, or on the singles, you probably should play number one in doubles. But honestly, that's not always the case, because that's what I was debating with Daniel tonight, that him and Brady are playing well together, but if they lose to Spencer and Stevie, how can I justify playing Stevie and Spencer at 2 and Daniel and Brady at 1? So that's the only thing where it gets a little questionable, is putting guys in the right spot and being honest about it, I suppose. I know we've had some other teams that we've played that I felt like their number 4 was probably their best player. So, but no, it's kind of an etiquette sport, so we just take the coach's word and go with it.
But now, like when you get to the doubles, there's nothing to say that you can put your 1 with your 6 or your 2 with your 4. That's pretty common, right? These are the guys we want that are going to pair up.
Yeah, a lot of times. Last year, I think we went 1 and 3 with Gloucester and Stevie, and then 2-4 with Spencer and Daniel. So you see that a lot. I know Albia last year went their 1 and 4 together, and they played number 2 doubles. So that's kind of where I don't want to say stole, but borrowed that idea from the Albia coach for Daniel and Brady.
And so I'm going to give you an opportunity with the spring sports. They've got a lot of choices to make. There are some kids who dual sport, but as a tennis coach, why tennis? Why would a young man choose tennis over the other sporting options?
Well, tennis is very, very active. It's a good group of guys to be around. It's a lot harder than people think it is. People just think you go out and just hit the ball over the net, but it's a lot of stop, go, and just learning about the game. I've learned so much in the last 3 years about tennis, and I think that once guys get in there and I encourage them to come to a practice, see what it's about. And I've had guys that want to try it out, and if they come and they don't like it, then there's no hard feelings. But no, I would encourage any athlete that would like to give it a shot to come and try it. Definitely a good time and a good workout.
And like you say, you're going to need some underclassmen here eventually.
Yeah. Right now, if you're a 8th grader or a freshman, you could step in and maybe be a varsity starter next year, because we're only going to have 3 guys left after this year. So, there's 3 open spots. So if you would like a varsity spot, there's going to be 3 open.
Coach, when you say next Tuesday is you open up against Knoxville.
Yep.
And that's at Knoxville?
Yep, at Knoxville, and then the 31st at Sheraton.
When our first home action?
April 4th, we play Mount Pleasant at home, and it starts at 4:30.
All right. Coach, thanks for stopping out tonight and talking little boys tennis with us. Give us a quick view. I know a lot of times you guys are together as well. We were talking about off here. You think the girls' team should have a pretty solid team as well?
Yeah, Emery Gossers, I think she's probably their number 1. You have to talk to Tony about that. But from what I hear, the foreign exchange student, that Martha's pretty good. I know they have Alex Kelly and Alyssa Barger, and they got Kristen Brahman to come back out this year. I think, talking to Mr. Indris, that the 6 spot's kind of a 5 and 6, maybe a question mark. But sounds like 1 to 4, they're very, very solid.
All right, Coach, thanks so much for stopping out. We look forward to visiting with you throughout the season.
All right, thank you.
This is The Pinch on KCOG Centerville.
Since 1961, Pershey Roofing and Painting has been the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri for quality craftsmanship at a fair and honest wage. Pershey Roofing and Painting, third generation owned and operated, family ran with family pride. Call 641-895-5082. That's 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting, the name you know, the name you trust in southern Iowa and northern Missouri. Call 641-895-5082. Pershey Roofing and Painting. Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl, or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
This is The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, talking local sports a little bit more, our spring premiere. Of course, we'll be busy all spring trying to get as many of the coaches on as we can on a regular basis. We'll be covering the girls and boys, the soccer teams, the tennis teams, the track teams, and the golf teams. And kids have they have a big decision to make in the spring, Chad. The kids that want to play sports, and I think there's a tremendous not an argument, but a tremendous sales pitch for any of the four sports. You've got a son coming in next year that is either going to have to dual sport or make a decision between track and golf. And just for you in general, I know that's difficult because you love golf, but you also understand the importance of track for all your other sports. But then you got golf's a life sport. I see golf and tennis, those are life sports. And learning how to play those, you can still be doing those when you're 50, 60 years old. Track and soccer, you're probably not going to call up a whole bunch of people and say, let's go race or let's go play soccer when you're 30 years old. But either one of those, soccer is tremendous for your footwork for other sports. So it's a tough season, and I commend the coaches. I think all handle it pretty well.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Thank goodness I still have another year to get ready for that argument with my son. I believe he would like to golf. And as you said, yeah, it's a tremendous life sport. I guess my thing would be I would rather see him run track, and then after track practice, me and him would go out and play golf, or he can go out with his buddies and play golf, or play golf on the weekends or whatever. But if the coaches are willing to allow the dual sports, which most of them seem like they are, I think that's great. If you can get more kids active and even if it's the dual sporting, you hate to see some of the. It's like Coach Kovacevich talked about their girls golf team only having three people out, or whoever was talking about that. Yeah, it's sad to see, and maybe you could have some dual sport athletes that will help fill out a team. So I track would be my first choice especially for my son next year, and as a football coach and everything, you would like to see all your football players out for track and running, or soccer. Just not to knock on golf, but
you're just out there walking.
Yeah.
Right. So if you can run with your bag and run from hole to hole and play a little speed golf, maybe
That would require there'd be a lot less golfers.
Exactly. So, but yeah, being selfish as a football coach, I would like to see all the kids out for track, but
I just think Coach Carson would be like, yeah, outstanding. I think the idea of dual sporting, the way they have it now, as long as the kids have to say, this is my priority sport and this is my secondary sport, and I think as long as the coaches know that going in and you plan accordingly, and if the kid has it down as his second sport, and maybe even though somebody else isn't quite as good, but that's their only sport, then you just know that person may get the nod over me because they've committed to this sport. So I think it's a good idea to allow them to dual sport as long as they can keep it in check and kids understand that, this is my priority sport. And if the secondary sport coach realizes that you may not have them all the time, I think we can make it work, and you plan accordingly. So, it's crazy to think we've got in Centerville, Iowa, and towns our size, trying to fill out 4 sports. And, soccer takes 11 people. So, you got to have tennis takes 6, golf takes 6, and track takes as many as you can get. But you have to have 11 people to fill out a soccer team. So, it's not like you need some numbers.
Yeah, it was pretty easy back when I was in high school. I don't know how many sports you guys had, because we just track and golf. That was it.
Yeah, right. Tennis was just starting when I was in high school. We didn't have that many, but obviously track was the biggest. And we had a golf team, but I couldn't tell you who was on it or how good they were when I was in high school.
We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap things up right after this on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced, lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500. Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiowegian.com. That's dailyiowegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appalachia County.
This is the Pitch Sports Show, our spring premiere. We're back in action after a few weeks off. I want to thank all of our fine sponsors, J&L Flooring, Percy Roofing and Painting, The Preserve on Rathbun Lake, Thomas Funeral, Chico Construction, Northside Insurance, Jim Ireland Menswear, Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop, Cook Insurance, RK Auto Body, Henley Dental, Daily Iowegian, Power Insurance with our Hall of Fame Challenge and our presenting sponsor, Hy-Vee. Josh, 60 seconds to tell us why we have got to get to Hy-Vee this week.
Well, buy ham, get a turkey breast free with a coupon from the meat department. Friday, don't forget the meat sale Fridays. For every $25 you spend, you get 50 cents a gallon. And put me on the spot now. I'm feeling pressured. Minnetonka kettle 10 is 10 for 10 with a 10-cent fuel saver. Let's see here. Del Monte Gold Pineapple, fresh from the produce department, just $1.88. And we have a new deal with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. Angel Soft, 12, a double roll, $4.99. If you have your Fuel Saver Plus Perks card and you scan it, you get it for $2.99. So just having that card will get you $2 off.
All right. That's going to do it for us here on the pitch tonight. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're back next week for Chad Lee, Josh Bryce, and all of our guests. I'm Russ W. Ocker saying so long, everybody.